Okay, we have question 7th here. The difference of squares of two numbers is 180. The square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Find the two numbers. And this can be done directly with one variable if you want, or you could start with two variables and the quadratic equation you form should contain one. So either way, you could do it. I am going to write this down with the help of two variables. So if I assume the numbers as x and y, let us say the numbers are x and y, out of which x is greater than y. The difference of their squares is 180. If x is greater than y, obviously x square will be greater than y square. So x square minus y square is given as 180. The other fact given to us is the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. You're given the square of the smaller number equals to 8 times the larger number. This is the second relation given to you. Tell me if this is clear how I have written the two equations. And you can easily substitute value of y square from equation 2 in equation number 1. Using 2 in equation number 1, the new equation you get is this. This will be the quadratic equation you work with, obtain the values of x, and then decide which of the two answers is possible. As such, यहाँ पे numbers के बारे में कुछ भी indicate नहीं किया हुआ, तो values को reject नहीं कर देना. Just because a value is negative, don't reject it. Try to find out both your numbers and then see. When you solve, you get one answer as x equals to 18 and the other value is x equals to minus 10. As for these two values, कोई problem नहीं है. X की value 18 भी हो सकती है, minus 10 भी हो सकती है. So if we take x equals to 18 and we try to find out the second number, the second number can be obtained with the help of equation number 2. You will get y square equals to 8 into 18. So this is 144. Y equals to square root of 144. The square root could be positive or negative. So the answer could be plus minus 12. This is something you can remember जब भी आप square root लिखते हो किसी भी value का, you could have a positive answer as well as a negative answer. So आपको दोनों values यहाँ पे consider करनी है. And on the other hand, if you take x as minus 10, then y square comes out to be 8 into negative 10, which is minus 80. Here you know that square of any number cannot be negative. Hence, you reject this value. यहाँ पे रिजेक्ट नहीं करोगे आप, जहाँ पे x equals to minus 10 आया है, यहाँ पे नहीं रिजेक्ट करना. यहाँ पे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम आती है जब हम y स्क्वायर फाइंड आउट करते हैं. y स्क्वायर का आंसर नेगेटिव आ रहा है, इसलिए minus 10 पॉसिबल नहीं है. ये वैल्यू रिजेक्ट हो जाएगी. आपका आंसर बनेगा x can be 18, y could be positive or negative 12. Tell me if it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Anyone with questions? If you want to note down the clues, you can write down. And then we'll take up the next question. I'm not doing the solving again. You can do this with factorization or quadratic formula, whichever is suitable. Can we take up the next question? If you're writing down.
1 second, please.
Okay. Question number 8 and 8th, 9th, 10th. These are similar to the ones we did in a previous chapter, pair of linear equations and two variables, similar to those. 8th question, a train travels 360 kilometers at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 kilometers per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Find the speed of the train. So the distance is given to you. Speed can be assumed as x, and then you can form your equation using the facts given here. So let's just ask any one of you. Daksh.
Yes, ma'am.
Beta, how would you proceed? You are given the distance and a speed which we have to find out. I've represented it as x.
Ma'am, we will assume speed as x and
Right?
time as y.
Okay.
Speed into time is equal to distance, that is xy.
Okay.
And first equation will be x plus 5 and y minus 1 is equals to 360.
X plus 5 and y minus 1 equals to 360. All right. But this is not a quadratic equation. This is quadratic equation in one variable. It's not a quadratic equation in one variable. How would you change that? Anyone else?
Y equals to 360 by x.
If we just consider the fact given to us, you have taken the time as y and the speed is represented as x. Originally, the distance covered is 360 with speed x kilometers per hour, time as y hours. So using the original values, you have xy equals to 360. So these are the two equations you can have, and xy can be replaced by 360 afterwards. You simplify this product of the binomials, you will get a you will get a quadratic equation. What about doing it some other way? You will have to replace one of the variables actually if you work like this. Either replace x or replace y by 360 over the other one. अगर आप इस तरह से करते हो, I think एक प्रोडक्ट एक्स वाई है वो तो आप 360 से रिप्लेस कर दोगे, बट आपके पास प्रोडक्ट्स आएंगे विद एक्स एंड वाई आल्सो, स्टिल यू विल बी लेफ्ट विद टू वेरिएबल्स इन योर इक्वेशन. जो ये आपने फर्स्ट वाला रिलेशन बनाया है x प्लस 5 y माइनस 1 इक्वल्स टू 360, एक्स वाई तो रिप्लेस हो जाएगा 360 से, बट आपके पास उसके बाद भी दो वेरिएबल्स रह जाएंगे, one term containing x and one term containing y. It will be, I think, a linear equation in two variables. You have to convert it into a quadratic. So आपको यहाँ से x या y की वैल्यू निकालनी पड़ेगी, x y equals to 360 में से वो पुट करोगे, उसके बाद आपकी इक्वेशन कन्वर्ट होगी into a quadratic equation in the variable which you have replaced. Can we do it in any other way? Anyone?
360 by x minus 360 by x plus 5 equals to 1.
Just by considering the
X is the
difference in the
speed.
time taken. The fact that there is a difference of 1 hour in the time taken to cover the journey. Originally, the time taken would be 360 by x. This is the original time. And if the speed is increased, then the time reduces. In that case, the time taken will be 360 over x plus 5. Originally, आपका जो time होगा, it will be 360 divided by the original speed, and then the new time. New time is 1 hour less. That means the difference in the two times is 1 hour. And then you can work out with this equation. Let's just write this. I prefer the second one actually. You could do with the first one the way Daksh has just discussed. This is question number 8. You are not supposed to write this, but the new time is less. This is what's given to you. आप चाहो तो वो cases बना के भी कर सकते हो. What will be the time taken to complete this journey? 360 by x. And then what's the new speed? What will be the new time? And then according to question, the new time is less than the original time for the journey by 1 hour. And then you can form your equation. This will be 360 over x minus 360 over x plus 5 equals to 1. I've used distance over speed. Simplify this and tell me what is the equation you get. Is this the equation? Kindly check.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
And then you can work out your answer. Since x is representing speed, see if any of the values is to be rejected, and then you can give your answer. If anyone's solving it, should we wait? Or you're
Yes,
writing down? Okay.
Yes, ma'am, please wait.
What would you prefer using for this quadratic equation to find out your answer? Factorization or the quadratic formula?
Quadratic formula.
Quadratic formula.
Answer is 40 kilometer per hour.
Okay, what are the two factors? Can you tell us the factors formed? Okay, you have done it with quadratic formula, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can you give me the answers you obtained? You would have obtained two answers.
40 and minus 45.
Okay, these are the two answers you obtain either by factorization or with the help of quadratic formula. Since the speed cannot be negative, the second value will be rejected. The speed of the train is 40 kilometers per hour. The students who were solving it, have they done?
Yes, ma'am.
Question number 9. This one is similar to the time taken to finish a job. You're given 2 water taps together. This one is important question, question number 9. Although I would say the whole of the exercise is important, but this particular question, question number 9, this is important. You would see it in board papers. 2 water taps together can fill a tank in 9 and 3/8 hours. The tap of the larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. So if the 2 taps are filling the tank together, the total time taken is 9 and 3/8 hours. If individually the taps are used to fill the tank individually, the time taken by the larger one is 10 hours less than the smaller one. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. So this is what we will assume, the time taken by the tap of the larger diameter and the tap of the smaller diameter. And then you can form your equation using the facts given. You are working with time taken to complete a job. So you can do this by calculating what part of the tank is filled in 1 unit of time. If the total time is assumed as X, what will be the time in which the part of the tank which is filled in 1 unit of time?
1/x.
1/x. Remember, if you assume the time for the smaller tap as X, the time for the larger one will be X minus 10. Some of the students assume the other way around. They take the time for the larger one as X, then the time for the smaller one would be X plus 10. You could skip to the part where you form your equation, or you can write down all the steps. So this part is completely optional. You can write down part of the tank, or you can write down the volume of the tank which is filled in 1 hour. So individually, I'm calculating for the larger and the smaller tap. If it takes n hours, in 1 unit of time, it will be 1/n. It's exactly the same thing that I've done individually for the 2 taps. I am doing it for 2 taps together. The total time is 75/8 hours. So if we have to find out how much tank will be filled in 1 hour, it will be 1 over the time taken. So this is 8 by 75. The equation will be formed using these two statements. The part of the tank which is filled by the two taps together in 1 hour. According to us, it will be 1 over x plus 1 over x minus 10. According to question, it will be 8 over 75. And then you can simplify this, obtain a quadratic equation and find out your answer. Tell me if this part is clear. The rest of the thing, I think you can do that on your own, simplifying the equation, solving it. That part is easy. वो आप बहुत practice कर चुके हो. Anyone who has questions how I have reached my equation? Again, the portion that I've written in orange and green, it's not at all necessary. You could directly write your equation after assuming the time for individual taps. अगर आपको वो women और men वाला question याद है, ये बिल्कुल उसकी तरह है. The time they take to finish a job, the number of days. फिर आप find करते हो कि एक दिन में वो कितना काम करते हैं. इकट्ठे कितना काम करेंगे and what's the time taken. Accordingly, you can form your equation. Anyone who has a doubt with respect to this?
No, ma'am.
Can you tell me what's the equation you obtain after simplifying? Anyone who has
8x
done
square
this?
minus 230x plus 750.
minus 230x plus 750.
And I think you prefer to work with the quadratic formula for this one. The values are way too large for factorization. So A is 8, B is negative 230. The constant term is 750. Let's find out the discriminant. You could take a factor common, I guess. These are multiples of 2. That will make your work easier. So rather than working with this equation, you can work with this one. What is the discriminant obtained? Into 375. Have you solved till here?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
This gives you the answer as 30 by 8. So 15 by 4. Okay, x can be 25 or 15 by 4. So as for now, both values seem to be okay. Either the time is 25 hours. This is the time taken by the smaller tap, or X could be 15 by 4. Now try to find out the time taken by the other tap. Try to give your answer. If X is 25, the time for the smaller tap. This comes out to be 25 hours. And the time for the larger tap. This will be 25 minus
25
10,
minus 10, 15 hours.
15 hours. What if X is 15 by 4?
Then this value will be rejected.
And why would that happen?
Because
Ma'am,
15
because
by
then
4
we
is
will
less
take-
than 10.
15
Yes.
by 4 is less than 10. If you try to reduce the time by 10 hours, the answer comes out to be negative. So this particular case will be rejected. So this is the answer. The time taken by the smaller tap individually to fill out the tap is 25 hours, and for the larger one, it's 15 hours. Yes, beta, you can completely use factorization. It depends on your personal preference. कोई restriction नहीं है कि आपको ये उससे ही करना है quadratic formula से. Is it completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Question number 10th. An express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train to travel 132 kilometers between Mysore and Bangalore without taking into consideration the time they stop at intermediate stations. Average speed of the express train is 11 kilometers per hour more than that of the passenger train. Find the average speed of the two trains. Karanpreet,
Yes, ma'am.
beta, how would you begin? Question 10th.
Ma'am, first of all, we will let the average speed of two trains as X and Y.
Okay, you have done with X and Y. Or you want to start with two variables. Okay, let's take for the express train. We are assuming the speeds, average speeds. For express train, we can take it as X. For the passenger train, let's take it as Y.
Distance will be 132 kilometer.
That's right. You can find out the time for the two trains.
Yes, ma'am. That is distance upon speed. Sorry.
Distance upon
Yes,
time.
ma'am.
Distance upon speed. So for the express train, it will be 132 by X hours. And for the passenger train, it will be 132 by Y hours. Ravgun,
Ma'am, we can also do it another way.
you can do it with one variable directly, I know. You can do it with one variable. If you want to do it in one variable, for the express train, you can take the time as you have taken for the passenger train as X. Ravgun?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. For the passenger train, you can take the time as X hours. Oh, sorry, the speed. The speed for the passenger train as X kilometers per hour. For the express train, it will be X plus 11 kilometers per hour. And then you can find out the time taken and form your equation. Taranpreet, beta, if you form the equation using the way you have started, you would need to replace one of the variables, either X or Y.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And can you tell me what is the relation between X and Y according to the question? You will
Ma'am,
get
if we assume that x is greater than y, then we can say that x is equal to y plus 11.
y plus 11. You don't have to assume in this case, it's already given that the speed of the express train is more. You don't have to assume, it's by default. Question के according यही बनता है. According to question, x equals to y plus 11. And what about the difference in the timings? Form your equation from there. जिसकी स्पीड ज्यादा होगी उसका टाइम कम होगा. Keep that in mind.
Like express train minus passenger train.
Sorry.
We will subtract the time taken by express train and the time taken by passenger train.
Difference in the time, that is actually equal to 1 hour. Difference in the time taken, right? But जब difference लिखना है तो आपको larger value को पहले लिखना है. तो आप वो कैसे लिखोगे? This is what the equation will be. पहले किसका टाइम आएगा? पैसेंजर ट्रेन का टाइम आएगा कि एक्सप्रेस ट्रेन का टाइम आएगा?
Ma'am, express train.
Are you sure?
Ma'am, passenger train. Ma'am,
पहले
because the speed is less.
पैसेंजर ट्रेन का जो टाइम है वो पहले आएगा, वो ज्यादा टाइम लेगी बिकॉज उसकी स्पीड कम है. So you will have 132 over y minus 132 over x. Even in the second case, if you're writing down the time of the passenger train, it is 132 over x. For the express train, the time is 132 over x plus 11. Difference जब आपने लिखना है तो passenger train का time पहले आएगा, ये ज्यादा है. Minus the time taken by the express train. Can anyone tell me why this happens here? Without looking at the facts that the express train is faster, just by looking at these values, can you tell me which of the two is larger or which of the two is smaller? 132 by x, 132 over x plus 11.
Ma'am, जिसका denominator में बड़ा number होता है वो छोटा होता है.
वो छोटी होती है value. Provided the numerators are equal. अगर numerators equal हैं and the denominator is changing, जिसका denominator बड़ा होगा वो fraction छोटी होगी. That's why. So 132 by x minus 132 over x plus 11 equals to 1. It is easier to identify when you are doing it with one variable. If you're doing it with two variables, अगर आप x और y के साथ separately कर रहे हो, तो थोड़ा सा carefully करना कि कौन सी ट्रेन का टाइम ज्यादा है, कौन सी ट्रेन का टाइम कम है. Now, look, remembering, just looking back at the question you had in your paper, वहां पे कुछ students का question इसीलिए incorrect हो गया because they were not able to make the equation correctly. Although everything else was fine. बस ये beginning में जो statement थी difference वाली वो गलत होगी. I'm leaving it here. Try to complete this. The rest of the work we'll take up tomorrow. Try to complete
Thank
your
you, ma'am.
answers. Complete your answers.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
God bless.
Thank you, ma'am.